Welcome to the Stretch to Go podcast. My name is Ian Ray, your host, and today I have my friend Allen Brewington from GymGuyz here in Annapolis, Colombia. And Allen, welcome to the Stretch to Go podcast.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So, as I always start off with, kind of tell us the story of how you got involved with GymGuyz. What was it that attracted you to it, and then what's your background?
Oh man, all right, where to start? So people are always like, what's your background? So the most polar opposite thing to fitness you can think of, culinary arts. So yeah, I am a full-blown culinarian certified chef. I have the little CC behind your name. And yeah, man, so fitness has been a big part of my life for a long time. So in culinary school, there is no such thing as the freshman 15, it's the freshman 30. And so one day I was like, this just isn't for me anymore. So really got into fitness, just lost 30 pounds. And I'm like, you know what? This is good for me. I never want to go back. And so this is what it's been. And then fast forward through a career that started in food and then ultimately ended up bringing us to here. So how did GymGuyz come about? I was pretty disenchanted with my current job that I actually still have. And I'm like, you know what? What's next? And so I was reaching out to some recruiters, and a franchise coach disguised as a recruiter reached out. And on the third conversation, I'm like, dude, are you asking me to buy a business? And he's like, well, and I'm like, nah, man, go pound sand. Absolutely not. I'm not buying a business. And we see how that worked out. So yeah, that's how GymGuyz came to be.
Okay. What year was this that this all happened?
2024.
No way.
Yeah, whoa, yeah, man. We're whopping. We are 9 months old. 9 months old.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your year mark will be
September 30th.
Okay.
September 30th. Yeah, I know. I don't even ask me where the last 9 months went, because I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me, was your wife on board? When you were telling your wife about this whole situation, what was happening? What's her thought process?
So her thought process was the same as when we bought our current house. She's like, we can look at it all you want, but we're not buying it. Cool. Here we are. So yeah. But she's a man, just like everything we do in life, she was very quickly on board, and we kill it together. Everything about GymGuyz is not just me. She plays such a huge role in it, and then we do it together.
Yeah. Was it easy, or what was the process of getting her on board with GymGuyz? Obviously, was she into fitness as well, like you, or?
Yeah, so we both lead active lifestyles. Not by any means. We're not gonna be one extreme or the other, but
sure,
we believe in eating right, and we make sure that we're moving our bodies and just leading very active, healthy lives. And so it fit into GymGuyz. When a franchise coach reaches out to you, he puts 3 options in front of you.
Okay.
And so one of the options we kicked out pretty quickly just because the investment was too high. And then it was GymGuyz and another brand. And actually, we were favoring the other brand all the way until the very end. We're like, okay, GymGuyz culture is unmatched. And then so that's why we chose GymGuyz.
Yeah. What was it that attracted you to GymGuyz compared to the other one?
Culture. 100% culture. So when you buy into a franchise, you're buying what's referred to as a turnkey business.
Okay.
And then there's so much support that comes from the franchisor to the franchisee. And so the other brand had that as well. I'm not saying that they didn't, but the culture behind GymGuyz is just far and above what the other brand provided.
Gotcha.
And it's been the coolest thing. It's been awesome.
So for those people who don't know what GymGuyz franchise is, or what you guys provide, what is it?
By way of what does the franchisor do for the franchisee, or what is GymGuyz in general?
What is GymGuyz in general?
So we're in-home personal training. We bring the workout to the client. Effectively, we remove every barrier to exercise. And so the only barrier that's left is your front door. That's the one I always like to tell people. And that's it. So it's literally that simple.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I know with your background in sales, right?
Yeah.
How Okay, that's another thing, because you have to train these personal trainers into selling packages or training sessions, right? How does that translate?
Yeah, so the way that we're modeling our business, I am still primary sales guy.
Yep.
And so I'm out there on the streets doing it, you know, like we're putting out the yard signs, we're doing social media marketing, we're doing all of like that grassroots style marketing. I'm the first person that potential clients pass through.
Yeah.
And that way, once we get to the assessment portion, that's when the trainer becomes introduced to their would-be client. And so that's how we're structured right now, is I take care of all the sales, although we do have one rock star. Just all of our trainers are rock stars, but then we have our full-time master trainer, and she is like just, boom, man. Like, it's like, watch out. So she's awesome too. Yeah. And she's not afraid to like be like, hey, we're GymGuyz. You want to train?
Hiring process. How does that? I know that's been a headache. We've had conversation like, how do you find the right type of personal trainers who want to work with you guys? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, yeah. My wife, her full-time gig outside of GymGuyz is recruitment. So she possesses an invaluable skill set in this, and that woman spends a whole lot of time on the phone interviewing a lot of people that we say no to. So there's easily there's between 5 and 10 candidates on a heavy week. Okay. That are just, it's like, hey, look, no, hey, look, no, hey, look, no. Yeah. And we're learning, right? Like we're learning the qualities that we have to watch out for, because truth be told, staffing, it's difficult. Like it's really difficult. We're 9 months in, and next week, our first trainer that we hired is leaving us, and she's pursuing another part of her career, which is absolutely fantastic for her. We're so sad to be losing her. But, you know, you have to let everybody, that people are going to do what they're going to do. And she got this really cool job that's going to be awesome for her resume. Yeah. And that's it. Think about that. Like 9 months, the staff has been completely replaced. And it's like, man, it's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think turnover rates, obviously you're trying to keep it down, obviously. Sure. But, I guess who would be the type of person that would be attracted to the GymGuyz franchise and what you guys have to offer? Like what type of personality or trainer do you think would be best fit for you guys?
So what's so funny is I would not have been able to answer that question 3 months ago. But there's been so much learning. And you know, you like reach a point in a learning curve that you're like, oh man, okay, I have enough data to look back on now that I can be like, all right, this works and this doesn't. So specifically, the only way that the GymGuyz model is really going to work for an individual is an individual has to really thrive on like early morning work, and then understand that your midday, not all the time, but largely your midday is going to be like, okay, go grocery shopping, go do your stuff, go to the gym, do this, do that, and then pick your clients back up on the back half of the day. And we have noticed that it takes a specific personality type in order to be successful with that.
Yeah. Married, kids, single people. I mean, you tell me what type of trainers and lifestyle that would fit well with this type of thing.
Oh man, like the lifestyle fits well with anybody because it's ultimately flexible. So, you know, you just have to be in charge of and own your book and whatever that means. And so, but it's incredibly friendly to parents. It's totally friendly to anybody who needs like flexibility in their schedule. If you want to go on vacation, go on vacation. Just tell your clients, hey, look, I will not be available this date to this date.
And then clients wise, who is your typical target market of the ideal person that would want to have a GymGuyz trainer come to their home?
Absolutely. So we cater to the non-gym goer. And so anybody, like really largely anybody that you're already finding in a gym, the intrinsic motivation is there. You get in your car, you go to the gym, you work out, all of that stuff. Like I rolled up in here still soaked in sweat after CrossFit, you know? So our product is designed for either the busy working professional who really does want to go work out, but day after day, they're like, okay, you know, excuse. And then we also cater to those who are just like, I don't know where to start. And so hire us, we come in, And it's just been wonderful. Like, it's been so cool to meet really awesome people.
Yeah.
And then just to kind of see them progress through their journeys. It's like, it's a total gift. It's a total gift.
I think it's for you as well, like, because you have to actually, as salesperson, to present this to the potential client, get them on board. But then, like, even the assessment part, are you part of the assessment that you hand them over to the trainer, or are the trainers? When did the trainers come in?
So in the early days,
Yeah,
remember 9 months, 9 months. But in the early days, yes, I was the primary assessor.
mm-hmm.
And so what we would do is what I called the new client handoff. So I would go and assess potential clients. If they chose to sign on, then I would go back out to those clients and introduce them face-to-face to their new trainer. As we scaled, that became incredibly unsustainable.
Yeah.
And so that gave way to trainers being like, I'm really comfortable with the assessment process. I'd like to do it myself. And that's where we're at now. So our master trainer, Tara, she handles, by and large, the bulk of the assessing. And then the would-be trainer is always with the assessor. That way, the new client has an opportunity to gain comfortability with this person. It's incredibly important because, by nature, it's a very intimate product. We're coming into your home.
Yeah.
And so there's a level of trust that has to be established very quickly. And so with GymGuyz, brand standard is everything.
Uh-huh.
You got to be clean. You got to be put together. You got to be, you got to be professional. And then also in the hiring process, we run a background check on you. Like, you are background checked, you are drug screened, all of that stuff, because it's just important.
Yeah. Makes sense. So you guys serve Columbia, Annapolis, basically Anne Arundel County, correct?
Anne Arundel and Howard.
Okay. Since this is more geared towards Maryland here, you tell me, who are your competitors, or are there any competitors at all that you guys have to fend off?
Well, Ian, we offer assisted stretch. I had to throw that in there. But meant to be perfectly honest, in all seriousness, we haven't run into a whole ton of competition. Like, there's just not a lot of people that are taking on the inefficiencies in order to bring the workout to people.
Yeah, that's true. Because I know there are, I guess not franchises, but places where they come and bring the trailer of equipment to work out.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've totally seen that. It was it's a company. The rig is super cool.
Yeah,
like amazing. Like, my buddy actually sent it to me, and I'm like, oh wow. All right, and this company partnered with YMCA or something like that.
No way.
They have some rigs that are Y branded and stuff.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I see, I'm like, I guess people do want to work out in the summer. I mean, maybe not so hot, but I can see that too. I mean, if you're comfortable not in your home but outside working out, but that's also a different niche, because not most people want to work out. They want to work out, like you said, in their home with minimal equipment. I guess that's another thing. What type of equipment do you guys provide, or do the clients have to have the equipment to work out with you guys?
Absolutely not. So we bring as little or as much equipment as needed.
Okay.
Now, that also calls back into the fact that we cater to the non-gym goer.
Yeah, true.
So much of the time, an effective workout on the GymGuyz side of things involves a kettlebell, a few different weights of dumbbells, resistance bands, and then at the end of the day, you of all people also understand that your body is like the best piece of equipment you have.
Yeah.
You will lay yourself out with just a body weight workout.
Okay. Sweet. So we got that down. So the ideal client, not your typical gym goer, not a CrossFitter, not someone who's shredded, but someone who just wants to incorporate physical fitness into their life, but too busy. And maybe they are with kids or a career, or, like I said, don't want to go to a gym, but they rather have the gym come to them. Yeah.
Absolutely. We have a client. We have 2 clients down in Arnold.
Okay.
And so while her son was at a baseball game one day, she's like, will you meet me at the thing? And then they did a full workout outside. So she got to work out while her son practiced baseball. It's like, boom,
No
2
way.
birds with one stone, done. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And that's where the sauce is, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. You get creative with it. In-home personal training doesn't have to mean in-home.
Okay.
We will meet a client anywhere that is not a brick and mortar gym that offers their own personal training service. We're not going to do that. Like, I'm not all about that bad blood stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's awesome. What are some of the stories in the 9 months that you had? People besides this one client, give me some stories, real life examples of how people are using GymGuyz in their life.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, so we've got it all.
Okay.
We've got it all. So we actually have. She's one of our first clients, and she's so cool. So she's a rabbi, and we met her at Howard County Pride.
Okay.
And the moment we met her at our booth, she was like, I really need this. Like, I really need somebody to come to my home. And as she's saying that, a few members of the congregation came up and like started talking to her. And then after the conversation was done and they continued on, she's like, you literally just witnessed in real time why I need you to come to my home, because I try to go to the gym and I'm so well known in my community that I cannot work out. It ends up being a chat session. And so she's like, I get nowhere. She's been with us for 8 months now, literally one of our first clients.
Nice.
She bought the largest package that we have, and she still has plenty of sessions left. And it's awesome. So like there's one side of the coin of it's like, hey, look, I'm well known in my community and I just can't seem to fit it in. We work with a news anchor whose day starts at 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, terrible, right?
Yeah.
Terrible. His day starts at 2:30 in the morning. He's on set, gets off set, and then so he works out anywhere from 11 a.m. to 12 noon. And then so that's his time, because otherwise he just doesn't go. You know, the mom of the son who's just like, all right, cool, meet me here. Like that's the beauty of it. We're removing every barrier to exercise.
Yeah. Where do you see the future of, I guess, even physical fitness in general? Where do you see that evolving in the future? Because, like, yeah, I think people might be tired of going to the gym because it does take time to get to the gym, to work out. And then you have to drive home, prepare. But like I said, this takes it so that you can cut down on time, which is everyone has the same time, but also like the thinking of, okay, what kind of workouts do I need to do? Someone that's already knowledgeable, someone that can put together a customizable plan for their specific client. So like, tell me, where do you think the future of GymGuyz and this type of model franchise can evolve?
Yeah, awesome question.
Yeah.
Like, I love that because I rarely does anybody ask about like, okay, what does it look like a year from now, 3, 5, 10 years from now? This is what I love most about GymGuyz. And then this also applied to the other franchise that we were looking at as well. My wife and I were like, we will not entertain anything that is not long-term sustainable. So what I love about what you do, what we do, it's all rooted in the basics, right? We are not coming to market with the latest, greatest, hottest thing. Absolutely not. There will always be human bodies who need fascia stretch, and there will always be human bodies that need to move. So It depends on how you want to move. We are not out there saying, okay, like we're gonna do this, that, and the third, and we're gonna do it in a way that's new and exciting. We keep your workouts new and exciting, but we do it rooted in a very traditional way. And so sustainability is key. And that in and of itself makes it a very sustainable brand and model. And so that's huge to me. And so there also comes into question of it's just like, all right, which I'm still currently navigating. I'm like, all right, as a business owner, as we navigate this culture of AI that's coming up, how do we use it to our advantage? How do we make sure that we're early adopters? Yeah. Because I can make you a promise right now, it's not going anywhere. How can we be early adopters, use it to our best advantage to scale our businesses? What does that look like?
So you're asking a question?
No, I'm making a statement. I'm making just a total statement, but I just that's just what I love about what both of us are doing. Yeah. It's the fact that it's just, look, stretch, and fitness. Right? Like, we're not reinventing the wheel here. All we're doing is changing up the way it's delivered.
Okay. Yeah. I have started to tinker with AI and,
Okay.
of course, like the marketing, non-human side of, when I'm trying to grow my business. And obviously, like most people, but I think definitely fitness and what I do, stretch, like you need hands-on or a person to actually help you because that's just the nature of it. You need a trainer to push you. I mean, an AI can't. They'll tell you what to do, but how are they going to correct you?
Sure.
And how are they going to motivate you? So it's definitely, we're in an industry where it's going to be long-term thing. Like people will need humans for sure.
There's always so a lot of people get really freaked out about AI, right?
Uh-huh.
And I actually watched a documentary on this a while back. Like, I'm just like, okay, why not? Like, why not? Why not look at it through whatever this point of view is going to happen to be with this particular documentary?
Uh-huh.
And it's like, there have been numerous times in history where is there some cannibalization of like human work? Yes, there is. But it gives birth to new industries. And so, yes, one, there's going to be jobs that are lost. Of course there's going to be. But you focus on what it gives birth to as well. And then it becomes like this cycle, right?
Yeah.
Like, think about the Industrial Revolution. When all of a sudden, all of these products are being made by machines that before, no, they were made by human hands. Humanity got through it, and here we are. So I'd like to just remind myself of that.
Okay.
It's also the fact that, yes, I will call back to what you had said. There's going to be certain things that humans can never be replaced by. So when we are working with clients who are elderly, so for instance, it has nothing to do with the fact that AI cannot tell them what to do because it can't. But the importance lies in like muscle isolation. Okay, so if you have an injury, or you have herniations, or you have something that impinges movement, the trainer is there to come in and work you out in a way that maybe avoids that area in the short term to strengthen the surrounding areas that then allow you to go back and focus on the area of weakness. Look, I don't care what AI platform you're using. Like, maybe it'll get there, but like, that's important. That's important. And that comes from like guided movement.
Yeah, so true. And I think that kind of segues me into another question where I'm thinking of, so with how you guys are, marketing with GymGuyz, what are some pros and cons, or what are some things that has worked out for you well and has not worked out as far as growing your business and growing your team?
Oh, yeah. Good one. Yeah. I want to shoot that back at you too. Man, so much. I tell people it's a joke, but it's not a joke. I have learned more in the last 9 months than I have learned in my 34 years on the face of this earth. I'm like, woo, okay, that works. That does not work. And let's see, like some real world examples. Man, just in people leadership alone.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in people leadership alone, I have learned a massive amount. Like I said, our staff has been replaced in a matter of 9 months. There's been amicable breakups. There have been not so amicable breakups. And you learn with every single piece, right? It was told to me best one time, when you see posted somewhere, like the most ridiculous rule you've ever seen, you're like, why does that exist? It exists for a reason, okay? If like there's somebody that is just like, the van is not to be driven into lakes. Do you think they wrote that on a piece of paper as an operational standard for their business because it just popped into their mind? No, it's because somebody drove a van into a lake. And so you can't underestimate the power of free will. I would probably say that might be the number one thing, and I literally just came up with that as we're talking.
Yeah.
Do not underestimate the power of free will.
Okay. So that's as far as like the hiring process and working with your staff and the people.
Sure. Yeah. Because staffing is the number one challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the number one challenge. I can create as many SOPs, standard operating procedures, as I want to.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that it'll get carried out in that way.
Yeah.
And then also, just the way you go to market, right? Just the way you go to market. All right, cool. Maybe this marketing scheme worked. Maybe it didn't. Maybe, or then we were trying to host an event just last week and it didn't work out all that great. And so we're like, all right, how do we reframe? How do we reframe? We're not running away from it. It's like, what did we do wrong? What can we learn from, and how do we implement those changes? And then if it flops again, well, you start the process over again.
Yeah. Do GymGuyz as part of your franchisee fee? I guess that you pay probably yearly, monthly?
Monthly.
Monthly.
Bi-monthly royalty.
Okay. Do they provide any type of guidance as far as building a business? Or is this like, hey, here's the name of GymGuyz, what we do, you're on your own? Like, what do they provide?
Anything and everything that you need.
Okay.
Okay, so I've been told time and time again, and I do feel like their support system is incredibly robust. I have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing to compare it to. This is my first go. I mean, my wife and I both, full-time white-collar corporate America workers up until owning GymGuyz.
Mm-hmm.
And we're still doing both. That, I'm just like, you're a crazy person. I may have learned more in the last 9 months, but I have also lost 9 months of my life expectancy. So, there's that. But yeah, I just, the support that corporate offers you,
Mm-hmm.
very robust. Man, we've got digital photography libraries. We've got training manuals. We have standard operating procedure manuals. You can reach out to anybody up in corporate and they're just like, boom, they're on it. They'll answer your questions. As much assistance as you feel you need, they will give to you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess to go back on like how to grow a business and whatnot, because you've gone to these events, pop-up events. You go Chamber of Commerce. Like I'm always thinking to like grassroots, simple things that people are around that I don't have to spend so much overhead or money. Yeah. Because obviously you're starting. You started around the same time as me, so like understanding that you have to put yourself out there, right?
Yeah, you do.
And so what I've done is like, pop-up events. I think we're in the same field where it's, people who want to take care of their bodies, who want to see longevity. So you're attracted to that type of business or clientele. Mm-hmm. So you're trying to go there and, offer whatever services you can. I'm still like trying to use social media as well. And I see you guys are active in using it, but, that hasn't turned out well as far as conversion. It's mostly been word of mouth referrals. Mm-hmm. People who, in the community that recognize what I do. So, I just want to kind of go back, like as far as the marketing, like what are some things that you guys are going to try to improve upon for this upcoming year? I mean, we're out halfway, so like we're trying to think like, okay, you've learned it, you're 9 months in, but what are you trying to now do that's probably going to be beneficial rather than the past 9 months?
So it's all about foundational building blocks, right? Mm-hmm. So when you build a house, you cannot build a house until it has something to rest on, which is your footer. So right now, we're 9 months in. We have our footer, right? We have the way the house is going to bear its weight onto the ground is established. And we've started putting the base layer of cinder block on, right? Uh-huh. And so essentially what I'm illustrating is the long game. And so our social media presence, it's imperative because it's driving brand awareness, right? And this is the beautiful part, whether you know it or not. And so even in your life, just every single day, whether you're cognitively aware of the fact that McDonald's is right up the street or not, it's there. Yeah. You're being advertised to it. There's a variety of ways that omnipresence drives. By the time you're like, oh man, I want to get in shape, but I don't really know like where to start, or like I am stiff as a board. Like, I need somebody like to, help increase my flexibility. That process could take somebody 2 months, 9 months, a year. But then they're like, oh, wait, yeah, I've seen GymGuyz on social. I've seen Stretch to Go. I've seen his signs on the side of the road. I've seen all this. And so even though the juice the fruit may not be super juicy in the beginning, you get that as you go down the road. And so it's like, that's why it's just so important. Like 9 months in, we're still putting out yard signs. Dude, we're going to be putting out yard signs in 10 years from now. Like it's the yard signs are out. The social media presence is there. Like, we're going to the events. Like, we make sure, like, this is what you are seeing me in. This is what I am dressed in every day of my life. Yeah.
Well, you have to, because you have to.
Absolutely. We went to, we went to IKEA like a month ago. And I was so angry. I'm like, we get to IKEA and I'm like, why am I not wearing GymGuyz? Like, I'm about to be exposed to 10,000 people. And not a single one of them are going to turn into a client, but it's the omnipresence, right? Yeah. Like, this logo needs to be walking through IKEA.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. I'm so glad that I put my logo on information on my car, just like that. That's a walking billboard everywhere. Just driving around, I felt like I needed to, because I saw a friend of mine that started doing it, and I was like, you know what? There's a space in the back of my car. I think that's perfect. So I think every business should have, especially small businesses should have, because you're driving around. Especially, I'm going around the same places as you are, so people are going to see, like, okay, Stretch to Go. Oh, I saw GymGuyz, their trucks everywhere else, and their yard signs. So.
Man, I think if anything, when anybody starts a business, anything can be learned, right? But a proactive mindset. The whole reason my truck has GymGuyz on the side of it and on the tailgate. So when you buy the franchise, it is a requirement of your franchise agreement that you buy a cargo van, wrapped and everything. Like, it is not optional. You are required. It is a part of the brand standards set forth by the franchisor, being GymGuyz. And then I'm like, okay, that's sick. Like, that's really cool. Like, you cannot miss this thing if you try. This big red blob going down the road. But I'm like, man, what a missed opportunity. I am taking my kid to school, and then I am going up and I'm working out. But I cannot transport my, at the time, 3-year-old daughter in a cargo van.
Yeah.
I cannot do that. And I'm like, all right, like, total missed opportunity. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of impressions missed. So my mind is like, slap the logo on the truck. So I reached out to GymGuyz. Never been done before, by the way.
Really?
We were the first ones to bring it in, it into the system. I'm like, hey, y'all, I have, like, just a base model black pickup truck. Like, and can I put the GymGuyz logo on it? They're like, absolutely, you can put the GymGuyz logo on it. So we had to go through an approval process and make sure that, that they had to see the renderings and make sure that it was going to be cool, and, like, brand standard wasn't going to get messed with.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason the truck is branded, is because I could not take my kid to daycare in a cargo van. But it's that proactive mindset. Sure. Just like you were like, okay, my buddy's doing it. My car, like every other car, has blank space. Slap that logo on.
Yeah. It's it was a no-brainer. Even though the cost there wasn't much, but it's
minimal.
Yeah.
It's minimal. Yeah. The branding on the truck was $1,100. $1,100. Come on. And because of the truck directly, we have a client. I was hanging out with my mom one day. Her and I went to lunch. We were walking back to the truck, and a lady stopped me, and she's like, do you have a card? And at first, I was so taken back. I'm like, do I have? And I'm like, oh, the truck is branded. I'm branded. I'm like, yes, I have a card. She's a client of ours. All because the truck was sitting in the parking lot. So yes, the $1,100 paid for itself.
Yeah. That's awesome. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Let's continue playing on this conversation that we're having, because I think it intrigues me. So small business owners, because this is also geared towards small business Maryland owners. Okay.
Sure.
You tell me, if you were to do this all over again 9 months ago, what would you have done differently to start off to to start off well, where you're like, you know what, things are starting to roll? Because like, yeah, you know, like I could have done a lot more differently, but I wasn't thinking. So you tell me, what would you have done differently just 9 months ago?
Man, the only thing I can think of is I would have given myself some more grace. Because so when we launched our first month revenue, we broke the all-time GymGuyz record for first month revenue. And then we repeated those numbers for the subsequent 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So for 3 months. And then the bottom dropped out. And I had multiple moments where I have my head in my hands on my desk and I'm like, if something doesn't change, we're done. We're done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a horrible feeling. It's super scary. Your mind automatically starts going to, how am I going to pay this off? How am I going to pay off this loan that I took to open this business and this business isn't working? So for us, it is not a story of, oh, I would have tried this harder, I would have tried that harder. Because, dude, we hit the pavement hard. Like, and it paid a dividend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like we backed off the gas, it was just market conditions. And then so we went into the holiday season, sales slowed down, and then January came, and not to get political in any way, but we had a huge political shift that made a lot of people very question their disposable income.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, sales dried up in a major way. So if I could go back to day one and start with what I know now, there would be a far more just like, all right, business does this. It does this. And having that understanding, because, oh, dude, that was painful.
Yeah.
That was so painful.
Were you guys in a position to go back out, or no? Because you invested. You still had your job, right?
Mm-hmm.
On top of doing that. So, okay.
Yep. So no, you have no choice. And also when you sign a franchise agreement, it's 10 years. It's a 10-year agreement. And so the only back out option is you have to sell the business. So you have to find a buyer.
Uh-huh.
And then the buyer has all the negotiating power. So you're still going to get left with a big old lump sum that you owe.
That's true.
Yeah. Because how do you sell a 7-month-old business that is not performing? It's like, but it didn't come to that.
Okay.
And it is what it is. It was just a moment of like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as far as Maryland, would you guys, I guess, who have you worked with so far? As far as, partnerships, collaborations in the past, here locally, like what kind of companies who have you worked with so far?
Oh. Stretch to go.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
So we've worked with you.
Uh-huh.
We have worked with Urban Air Glen Burnie. We are currently working with Temple Isaiah out in Fulton.
Okay.
We have worked with St. Martin's in the Field Episcopal School. We have worked with just a variety of local businesses. We've worked with Fieldstone Animal Inn. We've done, and we're currently in talks with a handful of other businesses.
Yeah. And
how we're going to bring this product either to their staff or to their resident population, if you will.
Wow. Do you guys do corporate trainings?
We do.
Oh, okay.
We do, yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. So we will 100% partner with any type of business who may want to bring like a Wellness Wednesday to their workforce. We do a variety of that. Yeah.
So what does that look like? I know, because compared to like say an in-home personal training, is that similar or like?
It's going to look a little bit different. Okay. It's going to look a little bit different. So when we go into a business and we're working with their staff, there are ways that we can put together like a wellness day where we'll put you through a more traditional workout. But then you can't bring a Wellness Wednesday and people are in like, either if they're in the medical field, they're in scrubs, or if they're in like an office setting, they're in like, business casual. It's like, all right, 15 burpees, do it. Like, you can't. So the landscape changes, and it just becomes more of a, all right, let's get the body moving in a way that kind of primes you for movement, and then also give tips and tricks of what you might be able to do at home. Or maybe we do a virtual offering where everybody logs in, and then, once they're home and they go through a workout.
Which reminds me, I know we talked about it, you and I, about having a mobile like event where we invite other mobile businesses locally, because I don't think there has been one. Not in the health, but like, yeah, they have food trucks around it, but like, imagine like there are a ton of companies that are mobile businesses that are not in the food industry, but could probably participate in this, right?
I completely agree. Yes, there's a obscene amount of availability on a mobile basis. I mean, you think about the early companies of come to you, right? Like, it's like, oh, sweet, Uber.
Yeah.
Awesome. You mean a taxi just comes to me? That's awesome. What is the one you were just talking about? But anyway, you have your ones that come to mind, but then you have like, wait, what? Like, I have a stretch therapist that'll come to me. I have a personal trainer that'll come to me. There's a company that they'll come to you and they'll like do your car maintenance.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. I don't have to go sit in a dealership waiting room. Like, I signed me up.
That's true. Yeah. So I guess ideally, how can we get this going? Because I would love for people to, come together and like collaborate, like have this event where people who are interested in this come and learn about different businesses or partake in, a demo or learn more about what we're doing. So.
Yeah, so we would always start with like chambers of commerce. Okay. I cannot. They are awesome, and they're such a good tool, but it's all about what you put in, right?
Okay.
It's like, okay, cool. Sign up for the Chamber of Commerce, pay your dues, sweet. Okay, no, that's just the first step. All right, that's the shovel going in the ground to dig the footer, right? You have to attend the events. You have to show face. You have to make sure that people know who you are. You have to like spread the awareness and everything like that. So starting at that level and putting together like some sort of like mobile business fair, especially on like a nice fall day or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. That sounds really cool to me.
Okay. Yeah, because I think that would be one of a kind for sure. That's I haven't seen anywhere posted or just advertised. I mean, it'll be more beneficial for people, like, because people are looking for convenience. They're looking for ease of access, obviously. So I think that's the type of people who would be attracted to it. So yeah, I definitely want to get this going for sure.
Nice, I love it, man. I'm all for it. Yeah. I'm all for it. We can spearhead something.
Yes. My last few questions I have for you. So, like, what do you see? Where do you see yourself in 5-10 years for GymGuyz?
All right, $1 million franchise.
Okay.
Yep, $1 million+ franchise. That is like that. That was the goal when we opened. Was we're not doing anything that we cannot scale into a profitable business, and so that's number one. Have no idea how long that's going to take, because if I shared my initial projections with you, that's very embarrassing because I've already missed it. And that was unsustainable from the start, and it is what it is. There you go. Part of that, like, give myself a little bit more grace.
Yeah.
5 to 10 years. Oh man, just really entrenched in the community. Like I have always said, I'm not going to stop until GymGuyz, the brand, is synonymous with household name. You have your household brands that you cannot say the name without people knowing exactly what it is. And that's where we're going.
As far as what is 3 things you think for small business owners, if they were to get into a franchise or any type of businesses, what would you tell them as far as what to look for in a business or, an opportunity?
So the only thing I can knowledgeably speak to is franchising, because it's the only experience I have. And so what you're looking for more than anything is a robust support system. The way that you identify whether that exists or not is you talk to existing franchisees And also, I call it the law of averages. So when I was going through the discovery process of, this is what we're going to do, this is what we're not going to do, we spoke to the franchisor is always going to send you out to successful franchisees.
Of course.
It's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. You want your potential franchisees to listen to and take away the lessons from the people that are doing it and doing well. For me, this is where law of averages comes in. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'm super happy for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. But I also want to talk to the ones who are like disenchanted and like, this sucks. Like, but okay, why does it suck?
Yeah.
And then you very quickly get to identify, okay, the problem is not the brand, the problem is you.
Yeah.
And so, but you can take that lesson and you can immediately apply it. Immediately apply it. I have not heard great things about, oh, my Chamber of Commerce doesn't do anything for me. No crap. They're not going to do anything for you. Like, it's not like, it's not what it is. So, that is huge. And man, for when it comes to franchising, follow the system, dude. Follow the system. When you start a franchise, you paid a franchise fee. That franchise fee, in case it is like not known by people, it is multi-hundreds of thousands of dollars. When you're investing that, why in God's name would you try to change it? Why would you say, oh, my idea is better? My SOP is better? Are you serious? Do you know what a brand has to go through in order to be approved to franchise? It's an entire process. It's a multi-year process. You have to make a case and you have to say, this is my product and this is why I believe it'll work for anybody who picks it up, opens the manual, reads it, and delivers it. And you're going to try to tell me, no, this is better. This is better. No, follow the system. Follow the system. That's all you do. Absolutely put your mark on it, 100%. But what that manual tells you to do, that's what you do.
Clear enough. Yeah.
I hope I'm as clear as crystal, man. Like, come on. Yeah.
Okay. So that's good to know because I think with franchise owners, whether if you're opening another locations or whatnot, I'm assuming that's one thing that makes a successful franchising owner is like following the way that it's done, right?
Yeah.
And just replicating it and producing a great team. And obviously like having a great presence in the community. Like I think those are a couple of things that you've been harping upon. Which
it's huge.
Yeah, which makes sense for all these franchise owners that I see outside of fitness is like they keep opening up different locations based on what their first store had done, and they're just finding the same way, same system, same people, same culture. I think it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny how when you become a small business owner, how your mind changes because you don't know what you don't know, right? And then you dive into this pool and then the way that you look at the world changes. Like there's this pizza place up by me, man, it's a franchise. It was open for 9 months. And I'm like, my heart hurts for that franchisee because I'm like, that person lost a lot of money. Like that's awful. So yeah.
Cool. And for those of who want to learn more about what GymGuyz has to offer, how can they contact you to learn more about it, book a session? So feel free, share social, email, phone, website, so people can learn more about what you guys are doing.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. So yeah, we are GymGuyz Annapolis in Columbia. You can find us by searching that name anywhere. So GymGuyz Annapolis in Columbia will populate right on Google. If you go on Facebook, Instagram, anything like that, GymGuyz Annapolis in Columbia, our pages will come right up. If you want to reach out directly, direct line comes right to me, 410-699-9119, or Annapolis-Columbia@gymguyz.com. And that email also comes right to me.
Allen Brewington, it was a pleasure, man, to have you on the podcast.
Ian, thank you for the invite, man.
Yes. And of course, for those of you who are listening, don't forget to subscribe, follow this Stretch to Go podcast. New episodes drop out 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're always looking to interview different small business owners here locally in Maryland as well. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much. Cool.